4月18日晚，数百名亚裔社区代表与非营利组织齐聚法拉盛启阳活动中心，与当地警方共同开展促进文化交流、警民共建新友谊活动。此次活动汇聚了来自中国、韩国、泰国、印度、孟加拉国、菲律宾、马来西亚等多元文化背景的社区成员，以及纽约市109分局、消防局、市议员等各界代表，旨在加强警民互动，消除文化隔阂，共同推动社区安全与发展。警民合作显成效，社区安全靠大家。纽约市109分局局长 Kevin Coleman 在活动中强调了警民协作的重要性。他以近日一起案件为例，指出在民众提供嫌疑人照片的帮助下，警方仅用5小时便成功破获赌场犯罪案件，彰显了社区与执法部门紧密配合的成效。他呼吁居民继续积极提供线索，共同维护社区治安。消防队 Benjamin 赵表示，文化交流是桥梁，而警民合作是基石。只有通过相互理解与信任，我们才能打造更安全的居住环境，多元文化共融，消除误解与隔阂。纽约市20选区议员黄敏仪Sandra Ang 指出，法拉盛等多元社区常因语言障碍和文化差异引发误会，此类活动为不同族裔提供了对话平台，有助于减少摩擦。警民合作是社区安全的关键一步，我们必须携手打破沟通壁垒，他说道。活动现场，第5分局警员扎什瓦拉昌后类及移民外联小组的 Prati Patel 等嘉宾也分享了他们在社区警务中的经验，强调警方需深入理解各族裔需求，以提供更高效的服务。世界爱心妇女总会、纽约东北同乡会等组织代表及 Glow 社区中心总监梁明均表示，将继续搭建警民沟通桥梁，推动文化互动项目，促进社区团结。此次活动的成功举办，不仅加深了亚裔群体与执法部门的互信，也为纽约市多元文化共存树立了典范。未来，各方将持续合作，共同打造更安全、包容、繁荣的社区。
我要你的爱，你为什么不走过来？我要你的爱，你为什么不说出来 ？Listen to your mama and she never will regret it. If anybody wonders, I can tell them never said it. The only thing I know is that I never can forget you. I've been longing for you, baby, ever since the day I met you. I got you where I want you, and I'm never gonna let you
County Community Affairs Bureau Immigrant Outreach Unit. It's wonderful to see so many friends here tonight. As a police officer, I've seen how culture brings everyone together. Safety is not just about law enforcement. It's about trust, understanding, and working together. Events like tonight is not just a celebration. It's a reminder we're stronger as a community. Big thank you to our community partners, NYPD leaders, FDNY firefighters, where are you? Thank you. And our police officers. Thank you everyone here tonight. Thank you for your support and please enjoy the evening. I give the stage to Henry Chen. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina. So before I go any further, I want to reintroduce the singer that we have up here. Her name is Yanni Zhou. She is a multilingual jazz singer, band leader, and composer. She was born in the Year of the Dragon with 6 years of live performance experience across Eastern and Western cultures. She uses music to bridge communities and transcend language and cultural boundaries. So another warm round of applause for her. Thank you for your performance earlier. So good evening, everyone. My name is Henry. I'm the Executive Director of LINRA, and it's my honor to welcome you all tonight. Before we get into it, I do want to introduce the rest of our members. We have Jesse, our art director. Jesse, where are you? Right there in the back. We have Alex, our tech and automation guru.
Thank you, Alex.
Right there. Yeah, they're still helping out. Thank you. And I also want to thank Globe Culture Center for hosting us, Grayson Culture and Youth Center for sponsoring our food, NYPD Community Outreach Bureau for helping us organize this event, as well as the performers and volunteers who are here with us. Please give them a warm round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
But let me be clear, this event is not about us. It's not about organizations. It's not about titles. It's about something far greater. The quiet strength of appreciation, the power of contribution, and the shared cultural roots that connect us all. We often overlook the people who do what needs to be done, without applause, without spotlight. That includes the officers who are here with us tonight. Whether on duty or simply showing up in support, your presence means a lot to us. We recognize that public service, especially when it goes unseen or unthanked, deserves acknowledgement. So thank you for being here and for the work you do to keep our community safe. Tonight, we recognize that even the quietest acts of service carry deep value. So as you take in the performances, workshops, exhibits, I implore you all to reflect not just on what you've seen, but on what you can do. Culture is not meant to be exclusive. It's not about promoting one group over another. It's about connection, about building something that transcends boundaries of language, background, and identity. I'm not claiming to be the most qualified to lead, but that's the point. You don't have to be the most qualified to start something meaningful. You just have to care enough to try, and to create space for others to shine. The whole thing started because we saw a cap. We couldn't unsee it, we couldn't ignore it, because we are all in some way either beneficiaries or casualties of the society we live in. And if each of us contributes even just a little, we'll all move forward together. So tonight, let's not just celebrate culture. Let's forge bonds. Let's make space for those who carry love, value, and vision, and build a future shaped by it. Thank you for being here with us tonight. So next up, we have some guest speakers I'd like to invite up to the podium. Please help me welcome Director Liang Ming of Glow Community Center, a key figure in bringing community and culture together here in Flushing.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Glow Cultural Center. My name is Liang Ming, and I'm the Director of Programs here. In Chinese, Ming and Liang both mean brightness. and it's my sincere hope that through GLOW, we can bring more light, warmth, and connection into our community, a glowing future for all of us. Tonight is truly special. It's a beautiful gathering of food, music, art, and most importantly, people, friends. I'd like to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to a few key people who made this evening possible. Thank you to Nero Foundation, Henry and Jesse, for transforming our center into a space filled with rich cultural expression and artistic beauty. Please browse the stations around you. It brought light and color into every corner of my center at this event. And thank you to our beloved police officer, Gina, who has such an incredible gift for bringing people together. Tonight, we are surrounded by friends, leaders, artists, and neighbors for all walks of life. We are enjoying AAPI cuisine, music, and performances. This is what GLOW is all about. Our mission is to enrich the community through arts, culture, and education, and social connection. And looking around tonight, I truly believe that mission is glowing with your help. I also want to share something personal. I met Jessie about 2 years ago when she began teaching Chinese calligraphy to children learning Mandarin here at GLOW. Her teaching style was engaging, and you could see how much heart she brought into preserving traditional art. The kids absolutely love it. Not long ago, I visited her paper carving exhibition and discovered a whole new side of her creativity. Her works were vibrant, emotional, and full of stories. Some pieces were used materials gifted by her mother, symbols of love and courage from home. Others reflected folk life in Taiwan, like fengyi, pineapple over there, and some traditional flowers that brought back waves of nostalgia for me. If you explored the workshop tonight, I'm sure you felt that unique magic too. That's the beauty of art. It connects us, across cultures, generations, and time. It tells our stories, brings us together, and reminds us that we share more than we might realize. Art builds bridges, art creates bonds. As we celebrate AAPI Heritage Month, I hope tonight leaves you feeling inspired and connected. And if you are excited for more, GCC GLOW has so much more planned. We warmly invite you to join us for our 5th annual Love and Unity live concert and resource fair on May 10th. And don't miss out our 3-day Dragon Boat Festival at the end of May in collaboration with NERA and the New York College of Traditional Chinese Medicine. Let's continue to celebrate, to learn, and to glow together. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Up next, I have the honor of introducing Councilmember Sandra Wu, a strong advocate for our local communities and a familiar face in Flushing. Please give her a warm welcome.
Good evening, I'm Councilmember Sandra Ong, and I represent this amazing district here. I want to thank GLOW, LINRA, the NYPD Community Affairs. I see my CO sitting right here. You know what I love about Flushing? You know, you can come to Flushing, you can have a dumpling, you can have a kimbap, you can have a samosa, you can have empanada. I mentioned food because I think food is really, a lot of times, why bring us all together from different cultures. However, being also very realistic, sometimes our diversity is also a challenge. We have language barriers, we have cultural misunderstandings, and there are moments of friction. So like events like tonight is really important to break down those barriers and to forge stronger bonds between our neighbors. And the NYPD, especially the community affairs, and I know in the 109 precinct, we have a great community affairs unit. I don't see Ari's and Danny's, but I know they're always around whenever someone needs them. It's so important to have these community affairs officers, to have their presence in the community. I really have to give a big shout out to Gina, because no matter where I go, she's here, she's everywhere, she's in Chinatown, and you know what? She always, no matter what happens, has a smile on her face, even in the most difficult situation, and that's actually very difficult. So thank you for all that you do. I do want to thank the community affairs, because it is through the languages, through the effort and time that you put in our community that makes a community as diverse as Flushing. It makes it work. So again, I do want to thank NYPD and especially my 109 precinct. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. And please help me welcome Deputy Chief Sylvester Gup. We're grateful to have your support. Please welcome them.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Sylvester Gup. However, oftentimes I think our Western friends are having a tough time pronouncing Gup, so I have become G. So if you mention where is Deputy Chief Gup, I want to know. So for that matter, we're talking about cultural differences, right? So my name is just an example how sometimes cultural differences will bring misunderstanding. From misunderstanding, we will have fear, mistrust, and often lead to, as the good council member said, friction, conflict. And that's what we try to, events like this, what we try to prevent. So of course, I'd be remiss if I don't mention the good work was done by Henry, Gina, and the Glow Center. So it's extremely important to have events like this so we could build the bridge and the bond between the community and the police officers. I'm an immigrant myself. I came to this country when I was 14 years old. As a police, when I come here, growing up, sometimes, oftentimes, and then especially back in China, the police force is some sort of pressing force, not really that friendly, right? So you try to avoid the police officers. That's something we want to, and I guess we're trying to educate our Asian community. Our police department is here to help officers who have the ability to speak the bilingual or trilingual, be able to build a bridge. So I want to thank the officers here tonight. Later on, they will be receiving awards, helping building the bridge, helping building the bond, which is extremely important. So I want to thank you guys for being the ambassador for the department, for the community. Okay, and well, thank you guys for inviting me, and I wish this event to be very successful. I already have seen it, so thank you.
Thank you. And then please help me welcome Inspector Kevin Coleman, Commanding Officer of NYPD's 109 Precinct, and a consistent supporter of our community.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank Linda and the Globe Cultural Center for this event tonight. And events like this is extremely important to the NYPD and the 109 precinct, because we often hear, you may have heard this expression before, we all often say that public safety is a shared responsibility. And what we mean by that is that police officers, the NYPD, we cannot do our job in a vacuum by ourselves. We need the assistance and the cooperation, the help of the public. And so we often expand our outreach. We want to make good connections. We want our community to trust us. We want you to feel that you can come to us to make a report or for any other type of help. And that's what we're here for. We are here to help you. And so once you have that trust, this is how you increase public safety and reduce crime. And just an example of what I'm talking about is, some of you may remember last summer, we had a very horrible crime happen in Casino Park. And so our investigators were looking for a specific perpetrator, and it took us several days to get an image of, the perpetrator we were trying to apprehend. And as soon as we got a good image of this perpetrator, we put that out to the community, on the news, we had flyers, and within 5 hours of releasing that photo, we apprehended him. And it wasn't because of us, the NYPD, it was because all of you. We got calls in the community that knew where he lived or saw him on the street, and we captured him and brought him to justice within 5 hours of that photo release. And so that's just one example of how you, the community, help us, the police, and why this is a partnership, and why we need to trust each other and work together. And so, along those lines, something very important to recognize in Flushing in general, after the post-pandemic era, Flushing, the 109 precinct, was one of the top precincts throughout the city that was hit the hardest in the post-COVID era. Crime was up 60 and 65%, compared to 2019. And I'm very proud to say that in 2024, we finally took our first step in decreasing crime, almost 6%. And that includes a 10% reduction of burglaries, a 21% reduction in robberies, 50% reduction in shootings, which is the lowest since 2018. And that, although I can assure you that your 109 cops are working very hard for you out there, it's also tributes to our success with the community, working with our elected officials, working with our bids, working with our civic groups, working with all of you in the public. And when we work together and we have this trust, that is how we increase public safety, and that's what we're going to continue to do in 2025 and beyond. So thank you for this event tonight. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. And finally, please help me welcome firefighter Benjamin Cho. He's also the president of the FDNY Phoenix Society.
Thank you, everyone. Very hard to follow all the chiefs, council member, but all right, I'm going to try. My name is Benjamin Chu. I'm the Asian Community Outreach Coordinator for the fire department, I'm also the president of the FDNY Phoenix Society that represents the Asian American employees of FDNY. I'd like to first and foremost thank Linda, Henry, their executive director, and Jesse, their art director, for putting this event together. It is great to see us come together as a community, and together we grow through mutual partnerships as we highlight our community. This is a great example of amazing partnerships with the Globe Cultural Center, their amazing space here, and our NYPD counterparts for the community fairs, for bringing us all together. Maybe we need someone like Gina to put together an event for us like this. I don't know if she's interested in becoming a firefighter. We definitely have spaces, but we're making strides. We're trying to catch up. I know I have an instance in which I worked in a firehouse, a tour in a firehouse in this area, not too far from here. It was me and another Chinese firefighter. We responded to a medical emergency where the captain, we had a patient who was Chinese descent, only spoke Chinese. I didn't really catch. I was carrying bags and didn't catch what dialect, but the captain looks over the other firefighter and is like, "Hey, can you ask him, where are you hurt?" So the other firefighter kind of looks at me and he looks over at the patient. He's like, "Hey, where are you hurt?" Turns out he didn't speak Chinese, but none of us knew that. But But it's great. We as an organization, we've had the struggles of spotlighting our community, as only 2% of the fire department is of AAPI, part of the AAPI community. So we're proud to begin planning with Linda to bring a similar event to fire department headquarters on May 29th as the first cultural art installation at headquarters. The cultural and art presentations that I guess that you'll see here today are a spotlight on our community and our culture and our heritage that we need to create, that we need to have to create stronger bonds and display our diversity. But thank you again. Thank you for having me.
So next up, we were talking about recognition and awards. So we're honored to welcome the New York State Law Enforcement and Community Council as they present awards to a group of officers in recognition for their outstanding contributions to community safety and cultural engagement. Anthony, can I please have you come up here? And also Jesse and Alex. Can you come up here? So when I call your names, please come up and get your certificate. First one up, Joshua Lau, police officer, 5th Precinct. We're proud to honor Officer Joshua Lau from the 5th Precinct, who patrols the heart of Chinatown with dedication and care. He's more than an officer. He's a trusted friend to the community. Thank you for your service. Did you want to say something? I'll take the mic back. He's a little shy. Next up, we have Mr. Chun-Ho Lai, Police Officer, Community Affairs Bureau, 5th Precinct. We honor Officer Chun-Ho Lai from the 5th Precinct Community Affairs Bureau. Officer Lai has been a steady bridge between the NYPD and our Asian community, always serving with heart, humility, and respect. His work brings people together, and this is what true community policing is all about. Thank you, Officer Lai. Next up, we have Pratik Patel, Police Officer, Community Affairs Bureau, Immigrant Outreach Unit. We're proud to recognize Officer Patel from the Community Affairs Bureau Immigrant Outreach Unit. With empathy and dedication, Officer Patel has helped countless immigrant families feel seen, heard, and supported. His work builds trust and reminds us of the power of connection. Thank you, Officer Patel, for making a difference every day. And then last but not least, we have Tommy Choi, Detective of 102 Precinct. So we honor Detective Tommy Choi of the 102 Precinct, a true leader both in and out of uniform. As president of the NYPD Korean American Officers Association, he not only serves and protects the community, but also uplifts his fellow officers. His dedication, heart, and leadership inspires us all. Thank you, Detective Choi, for your unwavering service and impact. And thank you, Mr. Moran. Would you like to say a word?
Yes, I would like to say thank you for the invitation, and I just want to say thank you to the NYPD that they keep us all safe, the entire community, the entire city, and without the NYPD, FDNY, and all first responders, I would hate to think of where this society would be, so thank you. And I know you put your life on the line every day, but it's very appreciated. So on behalf of New York State Law Enforcement, LECC, I thank you again. I appreciate everything that the NYPD and all the first responders do. Thank you.
Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
We will have the first performance of tonight, Shanghai Kids Group Dance. Are the performers ready? So this is actually the end of our scheduled program. Once again, thank you all for being here tonight. This wasn't just an event, it was a reminder that culture isn't something that we inherit and show. Whether you perform, volunteer, spoke, or simply showed up with an open heart, you helped shape tonight, and we thank you for that. So as you leave, I hope you guys carry more than just photos or souvenirs. I hope you carry the intention to build, connect, and contribute. Not just when it's easy, but especially when it matters. So let's keep building, keep connecting, and keep showing up for each other. We'll see you at the next one. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Welcome to dance with us. 一个吻可以不可以？吻在我的脸上留个爱表情。给我一个吻，飞吻也可以。飞吻表示甜蜜，我一样心甘情。纵然闭着你的嘴巴，你没回应，我也要向你请求，绝不违心。纵然瞪着你的眼睛，你不答应，我也要向你恳求，绝不违心。给我一个吻，可以不可以？吻在我的脸上留个爱表情。给我一个吻，不吻也可以。飞吻表示甜蜜，我一样心甘情。纵然瞪着你的眼睛，你没回应，我也要向你请求，绝不违心。纵然闭着你的嘴唇，你没回应，我也要向你恳求，绝不伤心。给我一个吻，可以不可以？飞吻也没关系，我一样心甘情。给我一个吻，不吻也可以。飞吻表示甜蜜，我一样心甘情。我一样感谢你，我一样感谢你。I was born by the river in a little town, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's out there. gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother. Hey, I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Yeah, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change will come. Oh, yes, it will. Thank you so much. And thank you NYPD for holding this event to get people together. And we know like all lives matter and it might take a while, but a change is gonna come. And thank you all the help from NYPD for the community, for the Asian community. Thank you.